Hello everyone, welcome back to Bethany Alexandria. I'm your host and reader Thelia. A warm welcome back to our new and returning viewers, and to our subscribers, a special shout out. Welcome to this blind reading. This blind reading will be framed within the context of a backstory. And this backstory is surrounding an event that took place by off-the-cuff observation. It did happen in real life, where this gentleman had his locks cut off by his partner. This is a short that is on this platform. And I am not bringing this short up because I wish to have it flagged. It is interesting on many different levels, and what people post on social media and the extent of how they're feeling and how they approach their healing will look different. However, it's there as an example, and so we will be using this as a teachable event and moment. The title of the video is She Cut His Dreads Off. And the poster for the short said, "But why? Somebody finna go to jail." And he's not wrong about his observation. It's a very dangerous business what she did. But seeing that he was lacking in understanding for why his partner cut his locks while he was sleeping. Let's talk about it. Apparently, on the surface of things, she went through his phone and she found out that her partner was being unfaithful to her. She cut his hair. She contemplated other things, but then the ancestors had to restrain her in the spirit and calm her down. She cut his hair for all the times that she made herself available to him to place him between her knees and to spend time grooming those same beautiful, enviable locks that had him out here looking like a diamond. She cut his hair because while she was grooming his behind, this woman was relying on grooming, caring, and nurturing maternal DNA information from her ancestors. When she was rubbing them butters in that shit, making sure he went to the barber on time, had that lined up nice, smelling good. And they would talk and plan and laugh, and this man, Samson turned the people's daughter into a Delilah, and she said, I'm gonna show you something just now. A very dangerous game. And very likely somebody did go to jail. She poured into him. She made him look good by nurturing him and buttering him up and tending to his locks. And he took that energy and he decided to take it and invest elsewhere. This man decided that it was good and well for him to do all these things and be fake in her energy. And on top of that, to bring disgrace in her house and be laying in her bed under her sheets. She cut his locks because her ancestors had had enough of this vagabond. They say, hold on a minute. Miss Cherry, is so your son? Miss Cherry, this is how your son. Yvette, this is how your son fitna come do our daughter just now. Hold on a minute. They said no. And believe me, she was prepared. She was beyond prepared to go to jail, actually. She thought a lot of things. You understand me? And she chose to cut his hair. Men want to throw this obligatory butterfly effect upon the feminine energy, one that surrounds subserviency and silence. And the sad part of it is that many of you, same men, had the mothers that had the fathers that deserted them, had the mothers that had you in the child's seat beside her at university, taking classes and working a job and doing bake sale on the weekends. Oh, but you think it well and good to come in here with your slackness. How you mean? Get the shears. How you mean? You want to experience the sweetness of a woman, but you don't want to feel her anger. How you mean she was prepared? You out of order, diabolical, non-contributing force of chaos and destruction. The ancestors across this planet say, hell no, no more, no more. What about the women who have had husbands, great husbands, but maybe they died along the way? And they had to find themselves doing jobs that men were called by nature to do, but they failed because there was a trinkety thing over here, there, and everywhere. In and out like a squirrel. What about the women who have had to sell in the markets? Putting produce in transportation in the dead of morning. What you mean, man? How you mean? With your out of order self. Huh? What about the parents who, the two of them, they said, listen, honey, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us, you and I. And they keep themselves decent. They contribute to the community. These people sell their last bloody water buffalo to send Lupe to go to university, and you think you want to come in here and cause chaos. Get the shears. How you mean? You want to do all these things in women's energy and don't experience no consequence? Let me tell you, those days are gone. She cut his locks because the locks were investment. This woman's story is the dark feminine version and further representation of Samson and Delilah. Samson is that got his himself effed up because he pissed off the feminine. What? Let me tell you something. I don't understand. I don't belong to this place. I'm telling you. And I've always known this from a child, This world over here, oh no, I don't come from this space at all. You all want to drive Maseratis, Lamborghinis, Lexuses. You want to be guiding your yachts through all different channels, going to exotic places, busting bottles and dancing the night away. But you want to be all mayhem. Let me help you understand something, because I do believe that the energy and the mind that thinks that you can be this way in a woman's energy and still enjoy and get stability, let me come here. Come to the front. Because it seems that you've been sitting in the back in the shadow, sleeping. Bring your behind right here to the front. Let's talk. If you think the things that you enjoy now, the escalators and elevators of life were built on squanderous, useless, chaotic energies like you. Listen, please, no. Somebody need to send a celestial shuttle and just get these energies off of this planet. Your expression and how you show up is why she cut off his dreads. You want to do all these things. No, she said, no, I may cry, but give me the remote, because we finna put a pause on that shit. Get the shares. We can cry later. Because you're not going to just do this to me like so. No. A man who wants to interact with a woman and be any way with her and not experience the consequence of it. When you come into a woman's energy and you fail to maintain vibration and you act like a stray, you should be you should be chastised and sent away like the stray that you are. Feed me, he says. Clothe me, he says. Bathe me, he says. Oh, I can't do 30% of what I'm supposed to do, so do that too, he says. To energies that continue to choose this route, this form of representation to approach women, the ancestors are saying, get the shares. You don't deserve your appointment to be anything. You people are lurking and popping up like flying monkeys wanting to be relevant. And the only game that you're playing is a stupid game where at the end you get a prize, a stupid prize. You are moving and doing the most into a phase of being forgotten. You will not be venerated on the altar of anyone. Your contributions people will move quickly to forget. And so she cut off his locks. Too many households have gone for too long. The high priestess running on fumes of nonsense. A woman that will put up with slackness, my goodness, no. You cannot do anything with that. You understand me? That is a soul that will just continue to break and break and break into nothingness. You will begin to experience your personal get out. A man that thinks that it's good and well to sit between a woman's knees and plan with her and laugh, and you sit at our table, you have us plate your food, you eat, you drink, you belch, then you come on top of us And you want to disgrace us. You want to disgrace us because all you had to give us was your shadow side. 1505 on the timer. No. You want women to accept your mediocrity as you rest in your shadow and you bring us the gunk of your inferiority and your fear. Keep it. You don't get to be glorified with well-buttered locks out here when you are a fraud, a fake, and a phony, and you are a disgrace to a household. You shouldn't have a roof over your head. About you knocking on people's doors, pushing your key in door, coming in with your fakery. You will be exposed. The ancestors shall pull you down like a game of Tetris. Nothing will be left. No more taking. From the daughters of the divine, you are wrong. It won't stand. Nobody here is going to be putting up with this slackness. And that's why she cut off his dreads. Let's talk about it. My God. My God, let me tell you something. If I have a son, and let me tell you, be it in the physical or the spirit, my son, honey, oh, an Adonis, beautiful. I am raising you. There is nothing as your mother I am withholding from you in the shadow of this life. I'm going to put you up on game and make you understand. And you're building and you're going your way. And if you decide that you find a lady you want to court and you move in a way where you inadequately protect her, or you bring disgrace to her, I'm going to cut your damn locks myself. How you mean? And I'm going to listen to me. Man, what kind of man you see? No. Send you back then. Bye. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? There are women who will side with a son. They will know that they're raising an infidel. And they will tell their sons all manners of games to play. With the twins here, Gemini energy coming through. How to go about making conscious connections with people. You understand me? No. This behavior is atrocious. Let's close up with 3 cards from the ancestors. Spirit guides, they want our sweetness. We have the Deviant, chaos and destruction. Yes, blow up this pile of shambles that you all want to place women in to function. Move away from us with that garbage. We're not interested. You are not a builder. You are a deceiver and a puller downer of things. We are building over here. We want health for our children. We want our children tied to nature, tied to the divine, feeling whole in themselves, not walking out here wanting to assume all kinds of identities under the rainbow like you think this is a raining unicorn storm. Not confused, discombobulated, disembodied, trapped spirits and souls. Are you mad? The Deviant, chaos and destruction. Spirit guides for this message. She cut his dreads off. Creature of air and speed. This is Shango energy right here. Like I said, she assessed the situation and she said, oh my goodness, wow. She probably felt sorry for him, for what was about to befall him. But no. We're going to chop, we're not going to chop you, honey. We're going to pull you up by the root. This faulty foundation cannot stand. Her ancestors said, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. To the no. Cut it. You gotta cut it. The deviant, creature of the air, pull this down with speed. Lock it down. He not leaving this house. How she felt in her spirit that you could have cut her marrow and put it under a microscope. She was prepared. They say it's going down in here tonight. How you mean you're gonna bring this disgrace to our daughter? The chiefess says, no, you're not going to do that. You will not come in here and wrangle our prized possession and overpower her with your deceit and your disgrace. You mad? The deviant, creature of speed. The deviant. One more card, spirit guides, then we'll close out. They want the sweet, but they don't want the sour. Delusional, one-dimensional, emotionally unrelatable people. What feminine, my goodness. I mean, Father, divine beings, and mighty ancestors, even for the feminines that are in karmic energy, deliver them from this yoke of depression and evil. Too many women are being pulled down under the guise of relationship and love. Rescue women from this shadow of evil. Men that sit in relationships and don't do their share, they watch you do the heavy lifting. You are disgrace to the ancestors. You don't deserve the bones that you walk in. One more card, spirit guides, and let's get out of here. Thank you. You are a deviant. You don't get treated to a golden platter. My goodness. Even a basic entrepreneurial TV show should teach you certain things, but you all just sit there empty, just empty. No progression, just wanting to play mind games. Sitting with your bunch of croonies and flying monkey friends, picking lies from each other and never getting better, always swinging around in the same tree, never making movement to progress. Stay over there. Mother God, the divine feminine energy is fed up of you. You redundant, non-contributing masculine energies. 144 on the timer, 2414 on the timer. This is an offensive reading and I don't care, because this reading and this message is in defense of every woman who has been made victim by a man that thought it was well and good to make a vagabond out of you. You may have stayed silent, but in the shadows you were heard. Your tears have been counted, and I am the one that's going to speak on it. If you found this message to be enlightening, revealing, or affirming of your experience, I invite you back for the next reading. Bye for now.